weekly Bhakti Vaibhav class. So I am in Mayapur, just now reached around 4:30. Then I visited temple, had wonderful darshan. Today they were going on for a procession. So all the devotees were getting ready for the procession with their lordships, Sri Radha Madhav. And then came back, that's why I got delayed. So we'll continue with our discussion. So in the last weeks, we have been discussing this Samudra Manthan episode, and last week we discussed elaborately the complete overview. But finally, the Lord made the devatas to drink the nectar. So asuras not to drink the nectar because the asuras do not have any qualification to drink the nectar. So that was the whole idea. So then, because the asuras could not get the opportunity to drink the nectar, they were very much angry with the devatas and with the Supreme Lord also. So they want to take kind of revenge. Isaac say, how can we be cheated? Actually, we want to cheat, but we are being cheated. What is this? So they began to take up their weapons to fight with the devatas. And even now, devatas are double confident. Lord Ajita is there with them on their side, and they just drank the nectar. So they also took their respective weapons. Like that, both were taking their weapons and they were standing on either side. And we saw who was fighting with whom, who was pairing with whom, what kind of weapons they were having, what kind of chariots, horses, and different vehicles on which they were riding and then fighting. Who is fighting with whom? We have seen all wonderful things like Brihaspati is fighting with Shukracharya, Indra was fighting with Bali, and equal status people are fighting with equal status people. Very fair fight in one sense. So then, so the fight was going on. Then what happened is what is the discussion now. So we will continue from text number 41 onwards. Balir Mahendram Dashabis.
Balir Mahendram. Continue.
Little louder. Not able to hear. Yeah.
Balir Mahendram Dashabis.
Tribir Airavatam Sharai.
Tribhir Airavatam Sharai.
Chaturbis Chaturo Vahan.
Chaturbis Chaturo Vahan.
Eke Naroham Archayat.
Eke Naroham Archayat. Maharaj Bali then attacked Indra with 10 arrows and attacked Airavat, Indra's carrier elephant, with 3 arrows. With 4 arrows, he attacked the 4 horsemen guarding Airavat's legs, and with 1 arrow, he attacked the driver of the elephant.
So, Bali attacked Indra with 10 arrows and also attacked Airavata, the Indra's carrier elephant, with 3 arrows. With 4 arrows, he attacked the 4 guardians of Airavata's legs. And with 1 arrow, he attacked the driver of the elephant. So basically, in order to defeat the warrior, first we have to make him helpless. Only when the chariot is good, chariot driver is there, the horses are good. So it is very difficult to target the warrior because the chariot can run quickly, the driver can run it quickly. When the chariot, first of all, they target chariot driver. When chariot driver is not there, so it is very difficult to escape from the site. Even if he himself is driving the chariot and also fighting, that is very difficult to find the target. Then they will attack the horses, or sometimes they will break the legs or the wheels of the chariot. so that the chariot cannot move. The person is stagnant in one place, so it becomes a easy target for a person. That's why whenever you we see Mahabharat drama or Mahabharat, not drama, Mahabharat serial or Mahabharat movie, we can see this. First, they attack the chariot driver, then they attack the chariot wheels, then they attack the horses. Even chariot wheel is broken. The person may ride the horse, and from the horse, one may shoot the arrows or fight with sword and all. Still, there is a vehicle. So, like that, at one go, they might want to attack all these things: chariot driver, chariot wheels, and the horses. Then the person becomes without any assistance. So, he becomes easy target for the opponent. That was the whole idea. So Bali Maharaj also they in same way want to uh, make Indra helpless by removing him from his all assistances, like destroying Airavata, destroying the Airavata driver, and there are four different troops will be there to protect on four sides the four legs of the Airavata, because Airavata should be intact. Even if legs are harmed, very difficult for the Airavata to walk. Otherwise, it becomes mad and it will create havoc, and the rider will be under danger. The vehicle should be protected nicely, whether it is horse or elephant or chariot. So these are like different war strategies. Because I am able to tell because I was reading Mahabharata recently for writing the book. So all these things are only there. So when chariot goes in chariot, four sides, two sides, two different army troops are there to protect the chariot. So if chariot is there only, then only the warrior can fight. If chariot is not proper, warrior cannot fight. And same way, what is that? Um, the chariot driver also should be expert. So like Arjuna had expert chariot driver, Lord Krishna. Karna said, I need an expert chariot driver. That's why I'm not able to kill Arjuna. When Duryodhana said, it's already 5 days, in front of you, Drona killed. You could not kill Arjuna. You did not even fight with him only. What to do? What is this? Then he said, actually, Arjuna is always away because his chariot driver keeping him away. I need an expert chariot driver like Arjuna chariot driver, like Lord Krishna. Then I have everything much superior to Arjuna except the chariot driver. If I have an equal chariot driver, then I can easily, Arjuna becomes my easy target. Then Shalya was made as a chariot driver for Karna. So, like that. So, same way, Vahan refers to the protectors of the elephant legs. He pierced the elephant driver. So, the Bali Maharaj was shooting arrows at all these things. So that Indra becomes helpless, then Indra can be attacked. That was the strategy. We'll go ahead with the next one. Satan apatata shakras.
आपृतः शक्रस्
तावद्भि शीघ्र विक्रमः
तावद्भिः शीघ्रविक्रमः
चिच्छेद निशितेर्बल्लैर्
चिच्छेदनिस्तिर्बलैर्
असम्प्राप्तान् हसन्निव.
असम्प्राप्तन् हसान् इव. Translation. Before Bali Maharaj's arrow could reach him, Indra, king of heaven, who is expert in dealing with arrows, smiled and counteracted the arrows with arrows of another type, known as bhala, which were extremely sharp. Bhala.
Yeah. Before the arrows released by Bali Maharaj reached Indra, Indra cut them on the path only. Indra, who is expert in dealing with quick arrows, smiled and cut the approaching arrows with his own sharp arrows, so that they did not reach their targets. Bhagavatam also 10th canto explains during the first battle when Lord Krishna was fighting with Jarasandha after the death of Kamsa. His two wives went to their father. They reported to their father Jarasandha that our husband was killed unjustly. Jarasandha became very angry and he brought 23 Akshawani Senas. So the description of the fight is like that. Lord Krishna released huh, different set of arrows to counter one warrior. It is said that three arrows were released to kill the charioteer, three arrows were released to kill the horses, hmm, one arrow was released to cut the flag on top of the chariot, and three arrows were released to cut the chariot wheel, and three arrows were sent to pierce the heart of the warrior, and one arrow was sent to cut the neck of the warrior. And even there are three arrows were sent to one arrow to cut the rope of the bow, thread of the string of the bow. Other two arrows are to cut the bow itself. And before that, on the pathway only, Lord Krishna used to cut with three arrows, each arrow sent by the warrior. So now kindly understand how many arrows Lord Krishna was sending. In the opposite side, for example, 10,000 people are sending 10,000 arrows. And Lord Krishna is sending for each person 15 arrows almost. So when 10,000 people are sending one arrow each, Lord Krishna has to send 15,000 arrows in one go. Because 15 arrows for each person. That was the expertise of Lord Krishna. Like that, Lord Krishna was fighting. It is said that it is not even known when the Lord Krishna is picking up the arrows, when he is stringing the bow, when he is releasing the arrows. There is no one is able to identify how fast, how quickly he is doing it. So like that. So Indra is also one such expert and he is doing similarly. Tasya karmottamam viksha.
तस्य कर्मोत्तमं वीक्ष्य
Mataji, next slide. Dhurmarsha Shaktimadade
दुर्मर्षा शक्तिमाददे
Tam Jwalatim Jwalantim Mahulkabam
त्वां ज्वलन्तीं महुल्काभम्
Astastam Achinadyare.
हस्तस्थामचिनद्धरी. When Bali Maharaj saw the expert military activities of Indra, he could not restrain his anger. Thus he took up another weapon known as Shakti, which blazed like a great firebrand. But Indra cut that weapon to pieces while it was still in Bali's hand.
So Bali Maharaj saw the expert military activities of Indra. He could not tolerate the action. Thus he took up a spike blazing, or maybe spike it may be, spike blazing like a great firebrand. But Indra cut that weapon to pieces while it was still in Bali's hand. So, like that. So, of course, in one sense, Bali applauded Indra's expertise, but since Indra is opponent, he cannot tolerate. Aise kaise? So, he became very angry and he took up a blazing spike like firebrand and threw at Indra. But Indra cut that weapon also on the way. So Indra was so expert. Tata Shulam Tata Prasham
तथा शूलं तथा प्राशं
Tatastoranam Tatastomaram Rushtaya
ततस्तोमरमृष्टया
Yad Shasram Samadadyat
यद्यशस्त्रं समादद्यात्
Sarvam Tad Achinad Vibhu.
सर्वं तत् अच्छिनद्विभु. Thereafter, one by one, Bali Maharaj used a lance, Prash, Tomar, Rishitis, and other weapons, but whatever weapons he took up, Indra immediately cut them to pieces.
Just give me 1 minute. Mataji, you can मतलब slides को आप बंद कर सकते हैं.
Prabhuji, you said something.
I was saying that you can unshare.
Okay.
I will share. My laptop got connected now. I can share.
I've stopped sharing.
Yeah. Thereafter, one by one, Bali Maharaja used a lance, a dart, a javelin, swords, and other weapons. But whatever weapons he took up, Indra cut them to pieces. So Bali Maharaj was using so many weapons, one after the other, throwing at Indra, and Indra cut them on the pathway only. So like that. Sasar Jasurimmayam. Hare Krishna.
Sasarjatha Surim.
Mataji, continue.
No, Mataji, you have to.
Antardana Gato Sura.
Antardhana Gato Suraham.
Tata Pradurabu Shaila.
Tatha Pradurabhuchailaha.
Surani ko Pariprabho.
Surani ko pari prabho. My dear king, Bali Maharaj then disappeared and resorted to demoniac illusions. A giant mountain generated from illusion then appeared above the heads of the demigod soldiers.
O king, Bali Maharaja then disappeared and restored to demoniac illusions. See, till now he was trying to attack Indra with so many different weapons. Indra was cutting them into pieces because of by his expertise. But Bali Maharaj, when he was not able to fight directly, he wanted to fight indirectly. So he took the shelter of demoniac illusions. A gained mountain then appeared above the heads of the Devata soldiers. From the top of the Devata's place where they are, the huge mountains are falling down upon the Devatas. That is the illusory creations by Bali Maharaj. Then let us see. Tato nipetu taravo.
Tato nipetu staravo.
Dhayyamana davagnina.
Dayamana davagnina.
Shila shatanka shikaras.
Shila shatanka.
Churnayanto Vishadbalam.
Churnayantyo divishadvalam. From the mountain fell trees blazing in the forest fire. Chips of stone with sharp edges like picks also fell and smashed the heads of the demigod soldiers.
See, the mountain is coming down, and before mountain could come down, all the sharp stones are falling from the top of the mountain. They are hitting them like razors. So this is the result of their maya. Burning trees fell along with the stones, which were sharp like hatchets. I don't know what it is hatchets, but they are very sharp, like shula maybe. Mahoraga samutpetur.
Mahuraga samutpetu.
Dandasuka savruchika.
Dandashuka savruchika.
Simhavyagravarahaschа.
Simhavyagra varahascha.
Mardayanto mahagaja.
Mardayanto mahagaja. Translation: Scorpions, large snakes, and many other poisonous animals, as well as lions, tigers, boars, and great elephants, all began falling upon the demigod soldiers, crushing everything.
Ah. From the mountain, not only stones, all the other forest animals are all falling down. Scorpions, large snakes, and many other poisonous animals, as well as lions, tigers, boars, and huge elephants, all began falling, crushing the enemy soldiers. These are all illusory. Matlab, the illusion created, the Maya created by Bali Maharaj, that Maya effect only, all these things are coming out. To create fear in the opposite party. Then, O king, many hundreds of female demons, naked and carrying spears, and many Rakshasas as well appeared, crying, cut them to pieces, pierce them, like that. So, these female demons are like Yatu Danyas, Yatu Danyasya Shatata, Shula Hasta Vivashasha, Chindi, Binditi, Vadinyas, Tata, Raksho Gana Prabho. These are Raksha Ganas. So while reading this, I just remembered in the third canto, when Brahmaji was creating a different category of Devata categories, first he created Yaksha Rakshasas. So how come they got the name Yaksha Rakshasas? Because first Brahma was feeling so much ignorance because he created Tamas, Moha, Mahamoha, Tamishra, the Tamishra, full of ignorance, all these things. With that ignorance filled with mind, he created the beings in ignorance. So as soon as they were born, the dark night appeared. So the Rakshasas took the possession of dark night and they were feeling so hungry. The hunger is so much, they were looking for food everywhere, they could not find anything. But in front of them, there is only one bright person. It was all dark, but there was only one bright person, that was Brahma. And some people said, Bhaksha, Bhaksha, unko kajao, unko kajao. So Brahma is telling that, Ma Bhaksha, mujhe raksha, raksha. So don't eat me, but protect me. I am your father, I am your creator. Ma Bhaksha, Rakshamam, Rakshamam. And other party, the remaining people were saying that, Ma Raksha, Bhaksha, Bhaksha. So those who said Bhaksha, Bhaksha, they became Yakshas. And those who said Ma Raksha, they became Rakshasas. So these are Rakshasas and Yakshas. They are always eager to eat the flesh of the humans and devatas whoever in front of them. Like Ramayana, we see Kumbhakarna and other people, they were eating all the monkeys. More than fighting with the monkeys, they were eating them only. So that was the way the Rakshasas behave. Same way here, the Rakshogana, the Rakshasa Ganas which were produced by this magic spell of Bali Maharaj, they were saying that cut them to pieces, pierce them. So like that. Chindi, Binditi, Vadinya, Tata, like that they were saying. Chindi, Binditi, cut them to pieces and pierce them. That's what they are saying. That is what actually the Rakshasas are meant to do. Like that. Tato Mahagana Yubomni
So Mahagana Vyomnir
Gambira Parushasvana
Gambira Parushasvana
Angaran Mumuchurvater
Angaram Mumuchorvatir
Ahataha Stanayitvanaha
Ahat
Idnavaha.
Ahata Satana Vitnavaha. Translation: Fierce
One more,
cloud.
one more shloka is there. Srushto Daityena Sumahan
Shrushto Daitena Sumaha
Vahani Swasana Sarati
Vahani Swasana Sarathi
Tam Vartaka Ivatyugro
Amvartaka Ivatiyugro
Vibudadvajinim Madak.
Vibhutadvajanim Adhak. Translation. Fierce clouds harassed by strong winds then appeared in the sky, rumbling very gravely with the sound of thunder. They began to shower live coals. A great devastating fire created by Bali Maharaj began burning all the soldiers of the demigods. This fire, accompanied by blasting winds, seemed as terrible as the Samvrataka fire, which appears at the time of dissolution. Hare Krishna.
In the sky, huge clouds, thundering with a deep, cruel sound, harassed by strong winds, began to shower embers. A huge, fierce fire created by Bali Maharaja, accompanied by blasting winds like the fire of final devastation, Samvartaka clouds, began burning all the soldiers of the Devatas. So on one side there is huge wind, on one side there is rain, and the other side there is fire. The wind, fire are burning all the soldiers. It's like a havoc, universal dissolution, something like that. Then Tata Samudra Udvela
Tata samudra udveta
Sarvataha Pratyadrushyata
sarvata pratyadrushyata
Prachanda Vater Udduta
prachandavatar uddhuta
Taranga Tarangavarta Bhishanaha
taranga vishana
Evam Daityer Mahamayer
evam daityer mahamaya
Alaksha Gatibirane
alaksha gativirani
Rujjamana Sumayasu
drujyamana sumayasu
Vishedu Surasainika.
vishedu surasainika. Thereafter, whirlpools and sea waves, agitated by fierce blasts of wind, appeared everywhere before everyone's vision in a furious flood. While this magical atmosphere in the fight was being created by the invisible demons, who were expert in such illusions, the soldiers of the demigods became morose.
The ocean with frightening waves and eddies, wiped by fierce winds, flooded over the shoreline on all sides. When invisible demons who were expert at tricks created by this illusion, the soldiers of the Devatas lost hope. So it's like overall, the thing is very horrible. So Devatas lost all their, even though they drank nectar, even though they thought that Lord is on their side and everything, they are confident, but all their confidence gone to void, null and void. They are running for their life because they don't know from their weapons are coming. If they know from their weapons are coming, they can attack. The weapons are coming from all directions. Sometimes weapons are coming, sometimes rain is coming, sometimes wind is coming, sometimes fire is coming. It's all unimaginable. So they only know one thing. Say whenever there is a problem beyond one's control, one's abilities to tackle, surrender to Supreme Lord. The same thing they will do, and Lord will appear and remove all the illusions and then teach a lesson to the asuras.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Ah, Mataji.
Prabhuji, like whenever we see the fight between demons and devatas or the Lord, these kinds of illusions are always there. Like Hiranyaksha and Varadev's fight, that time also so many illusions were created. Or in Ramayana, we see Tratika and Lord Ram in that fight also, she created so many illusions. So these are the particular kinds of siddhis which asuras have, or it is some kind of a mystic power by which they always use for the negative purposes for creating such illusions.
No, even devatas also have similar kind of mystic powers. Just by birth, they possess all these mystic powers. That's why they were called superhuman beings.
Okay.
But the devatas don't use it for small cases. Even though devatas also can create all such illusions, but they don't unnecessarily use. Devatas are trying to fight fair fight. But asuras, when they can't, when they think that they are going to lose, they take to all these illusory tricks and illusory means and all. So, because actually, in one sense, it's not a fair fight. It is like unfair fight. That's what it. That's all. That's what the nature of the demons. So you cannot say no to it. So like that.
But Prabhuji, like suppose if both the parties, demons and demigods, are possessing such kind of a power, mystic powers from birth itself, then means okay, means demigods don't use it every now and then, like, but such incidences where in a war situation where the other party is using and it has to be counteracted, so that time also they will not use such powers when they have already possessed it.
Yeah, they can use, but still, see, for example, in the Mahabharata battle, Arjuna possesses Pashupatasra, Brahmastra, and all, but he never used. He could have used one go and destroyed the entire army also, even if it is required also. Even the Bhishma, Karna, and Drona were fighting with Arjuna vigorously. He was taking the arrows upon his body, but he did not use these weapons. Because there are some rules and regulations when to use, how to use, for what purpose to use. They should not be used. Such kind of special potencies cannot be used for personal purposes. That can be used only for the protection of the entire universe. When the universe is in danger, one can use, not at the cost of one's own survival.
Okay, so for in such situation, even though they possess, they will not use it. They will, that is why they
Ah,
surrender to the Lord like that.
yes, yes.
And in Arjuna's case also, when Lord ordered him to counteract the Brahmastra, then he used his power. Till that time, he
Ah,
didn't use it.
yes, that is to counteract another Brahmastra only. Even when Jayadratha, not Jayadratha, multiple kings were there on the Kaurava side. Like Ashwatthama used Narayanasra, and there was one more king he used Bhargavasra, he also used Vaishnavasra. They are like formidable weapons. In order to counter them, Arjuna could have used Brahmasra, Shashvatasra, but he did not use. Arjuna did not use. Arjuna was simply surrendering to Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna came in between and accepted them. Like at once, Vaishnavasra was released. Arjuna did not. Arjuna like offering obeisances. And Lord Krishna came in between that Vaishnavasra became like a garland fell upon the head of Lord Krishna because it's Vaishnavasra. How can Vaishnavasra will attack Vishnu, the source of Vishnu, Lord Krishna? So Arjuna was willing to take it. If it is Vaishnavasra, because Arjuna had a vow, I will never raise my weapon against Lord Vishnu or Lord Vishnu's weapon. So Vaishnavasra himself is coming, Bhargavasra is coming, Narayanasra when came, Arjuna did not raise his weapon. He simply surrendered and offered obeisances. Then Lord Krishna came in between and accepted it. So like that. So there are sometimes because they have culture. When it comes to asuras, everything for self-preservation. No universal rules and regulations. No, 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 no. This thing. That's the mentality.
Yes, Prabhuji, it takes a lot of great strength to possess something and still not use it even when in difficult situation.
Yes, yes. I will just give some simple example like not nowadays, but in the past, in our childhood, we used to watch cinemas and all. So there is one hero and 10 villains. And if, for example, hero is a policeman, the policeman has the revolver. The villain says, "Hey, you have a revolver. We don't have any revolver. It's not a fair fight. We should fight with arms." The hero keeps the revolver aside. Then immediately the each villain take the sword. Now hero does not have any weapon, but 10 villains have 10 weapons. 10 swords are there. So when NK pass weapon tha, they will say rules. Hey, weapon should not be used. But they themselves use weapons. So that is a nature. That is a mentality. That is a kind of behavior the asuras display.
Yeah.
So like that.
And Prabhuji, whatever out of five elements, whatever is used at the time of devastation, universal devastation, that is named Samvartak because in Indra's case, when he sent the clouds, that also are termed as Samvartak. Here we are seeing the fire of devastation is also termed as Samvartak. So that is
Because this fire is unimaginable and beyond control also. Even as you said, devatas might have had all these contracting weaponry, this thing and all, but now the situation is so bizarre, even the devatas are also unable to control it. So like that we can take. That's
they
why
all are
they are not
called
using.
Samvartak, Prabhuji. That's what I wrote.
No, Samvartaki is like which is beyond control.
Oh, okay.
When it came, there is only one thing. That's all. There is destruction. That's all. You cannot stop. You cannot counter. You cannot protect yourself. That's all. It is a sure shot destruction.
Okay,
So that is
understood.
called Samvartak.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead. Natat pratividim yatra
न तत् प्रतिविधिं यत्र
vidur indradayo nrupa
विदुरिन्द्रादयो नृपाम्
dhyatah pradurabhut tatra
ध्यातः प्रादुर्भूत्तत्र
bhagavan vishwabhavanah.
भगवान् विश्वभावनः. O king, when the demigods could find no way to counteract the activities of the demons, they wholeheartedly meditated upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the creator of the universe, who then immediately appeared.
Because the attack was so formidable, even though devatas are endowed with such kind of mystic potencies, they could not counteract. They don't have any confidence that they can counteract. It is beyond their abilities. So then they surrender to Supreme Lord. So, and Supreme Lord is eager to assist his surrendered devotees. So he comes. Tata Suparnamsha Sata Suparnamsha Krutangri Pallava
Saka Suparnam Shakritangrahi Pallava
Pishangavasa Navakanjalochanaha
Vishangavasa Navakanjalochana
Adrushyatashravashta Yudabahurullasa
Adrishyatashta Yudabahurullasa
Shrikaustubanangria Kiritakundala.
Shri Kaustubha Angraha Kirita Kundala. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose eyes resemble the petals of newly blossomed lotus, sat on the back of Garuda, spreading his lotus feet over Garuda's shoulders, dressed in yellow, decorated by the Kaustubh gem and the goddess of fortune, and wearing an invaluable helmet and earrings. The Supreme Lord, holding various weapons in his 8 hands, became visible to the demigods. Hare Krishna.
See the great beauty of Sukadeva Goswami. Now huge fight is going on, terrible destruction is about to happen. Lord appeared and is describing the beauty of the Supreme Lord. This is what a devotee is. At one point of time, when he was inside the womb of his mother, even just after coming out of his womb also, he was hardcore impersonalist. He was Brahman, 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 Brahman. But now you see, Bhagavan, 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 Bhagavan. Even in the midst of fight, also he was describing the beautiful form of the Supreme Lord. That is this is a devotee. A devotee means under any kind of worst circumstances, Bhagavan, 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 Bhagavan. That is a devotee. The Supreme Lord, whose eyes resembled the petals of newly blossomed lotus. Navakanja Lochana. Lochana, the eyes are like Navakanja, the newly blossomed lotuses. With his feet on Garuda's shoulders, Suparna, Amsha, Krita, Angri Pallavaha. He was standing on the Garuda's shoulders because he has to fight now. He was standing. Just I went in the temple today evening. Narsinga Dev, Stanu Narsima. His legs are half bent. He was ready to jump across those who are going to cause trouble to the devotees. Same way Lord was standing. He generally sits on the Garuda, but now he is standing because he has to fight. He is ready to fight with the asuras who are troubling his devotees. Dressed in yellow, Pisanga Vasa, decorated by the Kaustuba gem and Mother Lakshmi on his chest. Sri Kaustuba Anargya. So like that. Sri is there, Kaustuba, both of them are there on his chest. Wearing a priceless helmet. Kirita. Anargya Kirita. Priceless helmet. And earrings. Kundala. And holding 8 weapons became visible. Adrishyata Ashta Ayuda Bahur. Ashta Ayuda. So he was manifesting 8 arms and 8 different weapons he was holding. Because the attack of the asuras is so formidable, 2 arms are not sufficient. Lord manifested 8 arms so that he can simultaneously fight with 4 set of weapons. One set might be having bow and arrow. One set might be having sword and shield. And one set might be having gada and vajra, something like that, different weapons. So it's like that. Tasmin praviste surakuta karmaja.
Tasmin pravishte asura kut karmaja.
Maya vineshur mahina mahiyasha.
Maya vinashur mahima mahiyasha.
Swapno yata hi pratibodhagate.
Swapno yatha hi pratibodha agate.
Hari smriti sarva vipad vimokshanam.
Hari smriti sarva vipat vimokshanam. Translation: At the dangers of a dream cease, as the dangers of a dream cease when the dreamer awakens, the illusions created by the jugglery of the demons were vanquished by the transcendental prowess of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As soon as he entered the battlefield, indeed, simply by remembering of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one becomes free from all dangers.
As a dream ceases when the dreamer awakens, the illusions created by the demons were vanquished by the power of the Supreme Lord as soon as he entered the battlefield. Indeed, simply by remembrance of the Lord, one becomes free from all dangers. Just as soon as the Lord appeared there, all illusions are vanquished. Similarly, whenever there are problems, by remembrance of the Lord, all problems will become, all dangers will become vanquished. That's how a devotee should have confidence upon the supreme potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, upon the potency of Lord's holy name, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, etc. This is the example here. दृष्ट्वा मुर्दे गरुडवाहमिवारिवाह
दृष्ट्वा मृढे गरुडवाहम् इवारिवाह
आवेद्य शूलमहिनोद अत कालनेमि
अविद्यशूलम् अहिनोद् अथ कालनेमिः
तल्लीलया गरुडमूर्ध्नि पतद्गृहीत्वा
तल्लीलया गरुडमूर्ध्नि पतद्गृहीत्वा
तेनाह नृपसवाहमरिं प्रदिशा
तेनाहनं नृपस्वाधम् अरिं त्रदिशः. O king, when the demon Kalanemi, who was carried by a lion, saw that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, carried by Garud, was on the battlefield, the demon immediately took his trident, whirled it, and discharged it at Garuda's head. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari, the master of the three worlds, immediately caught the trident, and with the very same weapon he killed the enemy Kalanemi along with his carrier, the lion.
O king, when the demon Kalanemi, who was carried by a lion, saw that the Supreme Lord carried by Garuda was on the battlefield, the demon shook his trident and discharged it at the Supreme Lord. The Lord, the master of the three worlds, easily caught the trident as it approached Garuda's head. With the very same weapon, he killed Kalanemi along with his carrier. A wonderful event. So, Lord came and at least okay, devatas and asuras were envious enemies, same father, different mothers, there is a property issues, it's like that. But what was the Lord's problem? Lord came, Lord only assisted till now and churning the milk ocean, all these things, and Lord came and the illusions are disappeared. Kalanami became so angry that he released his trident, Trishul, at Garuda. Because the vehicle has to be killed first, then the warrior can be killed next. So before it reached Garuda, Lord caught hold of that Trishula and threw it back at Kalanemi. Being hit by that same Trishula, Kalanemi was killed. The same Kalanemi was born as Kamsa, and the same Lord appeared as Krishna to kill Kalanemi. In any way, here Lord killed Kalanemi in one go. Looks like Kamsa remembered it. So that's why he was so afraid that Lord killed me last time, he will kill me again. So before he could kill me, I should kill him. So it's like that. This was the incident here. Kalanemi had a lion as a carrier. Avidya means shaking. The Lord caught it as it approached with his left hand and killed the demon Kalanemi. So like that is Lord's expertise. And this is Kalanemi, who became Kamsa in the next incarnation. Kalanemi is kind of, I suppose, he must be grandson of Hiranyaksha, maybe grandson of Hiranyaksha, same lineage. Like Hiranyakashipu's son was Prahlad, Prahlad's son was Virochan, Virochan's son is Bali. So great grandson of Hiranyakashipu is our Bali Maharaj. and the grandson of Hiranyaksha is Kalanemi. So in one sense, Kalanemi is uncle of Bali. So uncle killed. So like that. Mali Sumali Ati Balu Yudi Prateru Yak. Sorry. Mali Sumali Ati Balau Yudi Peta Turyak.
Mali Sumalyati Balau Yudhipeta Turya.
Chakre Nakrita Shirasao Atamalya Vamstam.
Chakre Nakra Krita Sirasau Athamalyam Vamstam.
Ahatya Tigmagataya Anadandajendram.
Ahatyati Gama Gadayahanad Andajendram.
Tavachirochinadader Nadatori
Tavachiro Chinad Areranadatор Rinadhya. Thereafter, two very powerful demons named Mali and Sumali were killed by the Supreme Lord, who severed their heads with his disc. Then Malyavan, another demon, attacked the Lord. With his sharp club, the demon, who was roaring like a lion, attacked Garuda, the lord of the birds, who are born from eggs. But the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the original person, used his disc to cut off the head of that enemy also.
Thereafter, two very powerful demons, Mali, Sumali, were killed by the Supreme Lord, who severed their heads with his disc. The Lord released his Sudarshan Chakra and killed the two asuras, Mali and Sumali, by cutting their necks. Then Malyavan attacked the Lord with his sharp club. The demon, roaring like a lion, attacked Garuda, but the Supreme Lord, the original person, cut off the head of that enemy who roared like a lion with his disc. So the interesting thing is, till now the asuras were all fighting with different devatas. So when devatas are disappointed, Lord came. Everyone is attacking the Lord only. First Kalanemi, then Mali Sumali, then Malevan, and many others. Now Lord is the one target. Malevan struck the Lord. As soon as Malevan attacked Garuda, the Lord severed his head. Adya means the Lord. So, like that. They were either attacking the Lord or they attacking Garuda. Because they thought that if Garuda is attacked, if Garuda is dead, Lord becomes a weapon vehicleless. He can be killed easily. So that is Asura's nature. It's like that. Any questions connected to the discussion till now?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah,
There are two questions from this chapter, but we had done it last time. So, yeah, just a second, Prabhuji. Yeah, Prabhuji, in the 25th verse of this chapter, it is written that similarly, Indra's carrier, Airavata, holds water and wine in reserve and showers it in the direction of Lord Indra. So, like, I didn't understand quite that why the Airavata gives shower of wine to the Indra, or it is the not the actual wine, it is the heavenly somras kind of a thing, which is auspicious, and that is why it is given.
No, it is heavenly somaras only. It is not exactly wine because Prabhupada does not have any equivalent word in English. So he uses wine and all. See, that is like we discussed also. When you go for fight now, you should be, in one sense, you should be intoxicated with the uh, desire or eagerness to fight. The elephant is animal, na? It should be able to tolerate the piercing arrows and continue to fight. So that way, they were given a kind of intoxicated food so that they are beyond beyond the pain that they receive. So they can tolerate that pain and then do it. They endure. That endurance will come when they are like little intoxicated.
Okay.
But that intoxication is not like the intoxication people do around us. This is a kind of intoxication with somarasa. So it is a good intoxication, but which endures them for long duration of fighting, etc. So like that.
So since he is been fed with it and it is there in his trunk, he showers that also to Indra.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And Prabhuji, in the 40th verse, Purport, no, it is written that it appears that the heroes who died on the battlefield immediately became ghosts. And although their heads had been severed from their bodies, new trunks were generated. And these new trunks, seeing with the eyes in the severed heads, began to attack the enemy. So, Prabhuji, I didn't quite understand, like, means the ghostly trunks were the newly generated trunks, which didn't have the heads. And the heads of the original material bodies, they were falling on the ground. And from the eyes of those heads, and with these new ghostly bodies, means the vision was given by that head which is fallen on the ground, which was of the material body, and this trunk is a ghostly trunk, but those eyes are directing this ghostly trunk to fight. So how to understand this becomes very difficult for us.
See, here we need to apply the divinity. We are discussing now, they have mystic potencies and all.
Mm.
So when our full body is intact, we can function. When the bodily limbs are separate, so either of the part will be dysfunctional. When we cut one finger from our hand, the finger becomes dysfunctional. The rest of the hand may function, but one finger will be dysfunctional. Something like that. Even in this case, when the heads are cut, the body trunk is there and head is there. Both should be dysfunctional in one sense, but both are functional. The trunk is fighting with both the hands, legs are walking and hands are fighting, and head is at far distant. From there only it is working. From there only it is seeing and telling, go this side, so like that. Even though it is disconnected from the body, even though it is placed at a different place, it is still communicating and functioning. That is the kind of mystic potency they still hold. So like that we can think.
Okay. Since actually this is beyond our understanding because we
Ah,
don't possess any of that now.
it does
We
not
try
fit in
to
our material logic.
yeah, and means I was looking it from the perspective that means when the head is severe, the the nerves which send the signals to brain through the eyes, whatever is being seen, those connections only are not there. So how these bodies are functioning, and that too, those bodies are ghostly bodies. So I don't know what type of bodies they are, but still yeah. So it is all means it is all under the spell of mystic powers, not the.
Yes, yes, yes. So in
Oh,
that. So we
thank
need to see some divinity in this particular in such activities.
you. Okay, thank you.
So next, now Lord appeared and Lord was fighting vigorously, and now Devatas become confident and they began to attack asuras. That will be the topic of the next chapter. In the 11th chapter, Indra using insulting words against the demons kills Jamba and other demons. By the instructions of Narada, when the Devatas stop killing the demons, Shukracharya revives the demons. So 2-3 episodes are there. We'll discuss. So it is like chapter is very big, but there are not much tikas are there. There are verse and translations only. We'll try to discuss. If possible, we'll complete this chapter. Only fight is there. We'll try to discuss quickly. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Sri Shuka
Shrishuk
Uvacha
Uvacha.
Ato
Madhvi
Surra
Machita.
Pratyupalabdha Chetasah
Sura Pralabdha Chetasa
Parasya Pumsha Parayanukambaya
परस्य पुंसा परयानुकम्पया
जग्नोर्वृषं शक्रसमीरणादयस्
जक्षं चक्रसंकिरणादय
तांस्तान् रणेयैरभिसंहता पुरा
तान्स्तान्द्रणेयैरभिसंहता पुरा. Sukadeva Goswami said, thereafter, by the supreme grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Hari, all the demigods headed by Indra and Vayu were brought back to life. Being enlivened, the demigods began severely beating the very same demons who had defeated them before.
Like the devatas were severely wounded by the illusions created by asuras. But now Lord came and illusions were destroyed, asuras are also destroyed. Then the Lord revived the devatas who are severely affected by the illusions that is being indicated here. Thereafter, the Supreme Lord, thereafter, by the supreme grace of the Supreme Lord, all the devatas headed by Indra and Vayu were brought back to life and began destroying the demons who had defeated him. We defeated them before in the battle. So through illusory tricks, they kind of defeated Indra and other devatas. Now, when they came back to their full power, they attacked asuras. Now, Lord personally is there, na? So they are overconfident. So they will attack. Vairochanaya Samramba. Sorry.
Prabhuji, here it was written that Indra and Vayu were brought back to life. Means Indra had left the body during the war. That's how it should
No,
be.
no, no. See, it is not brought back to life means brought back to action. It is like they fell unconscious in one sense. They were severely wounded,
Okay.
they fell unconscious.
Okay, okay,
Your life means action.
okay. Thank you.
Vairochanaya Samrabdho
वैरोचनाय संरब्धो
Bhagavan Pakasashasanaha
भगवान् पाकशासनः
Udayachad Yada Vajram
उदयच्छत् यदा वज्रं
Prajaha Heti Chukrushu.
प्रजाः हेतिचुक्रुषुः. When the most powerful Indra became angry and took his thunderbolt in hand to kill Maharaj Bali, the demons began lamenting, Alas, alas!
Indra became very angry. I was fighting with you fairly. You threw weapons, I cut them, and you suddenly took up illusions. How dare you? I will kill you right away. Karke. He took up a thunderbolt. He had thunderbolt before, also he did not take it because it was not fair fight. So now he said, you don't deserve to live anymore. I'll kill you. Karke thunderbolt liya tha. Seeing thunderbolt in Indra's hand, all other Asura warriors shouted because just like Ramaban can never miss his target, Lord Shiva's Trishula, Lord Vishnu Sudarshan Chakra, similarly Indra's thunderbolt also does not miss its target. So powerful. Vajrapani tamahedam
Tripani Tama Hedam
tiraskrutya purastidam
Tirakstriya Purastiram
manasvinam susampannam
Manasvin Manasvinam Susam Apnam
vicharantam mahamrude.
Vrijarantam Mahamrate. Translation: sober and tolerant and well equipped with the paraphernalia for fighting, Bali Maharaj moved before Indra on the great battlefield. King Indra, who always carries the thunderbolt in his hand, rebuked Bali Maharaj as follows.
King Indra, carrier of the thunderbolt, rebuked clever Bali, who stood before him, well equipped for fighting as he moved over the great battlefield. So before they could fight with weapons, they are fighting with words. Natavan Moda Maya Bhir
Natavan Mudha Maya Bhi
मायेशान्नो जिगीषति जिगीषसि
मायेशान्नो जिगीषसि
जित्वा बालान्निबद्धाक्षान्
जित्वा बालान् निबद्धाक्षान्
नटो हरति तद्धनम्.
नटो हरति तद्धनम्. Indra said, O rascal, as a cheater sometimes binds the eyes of a child and takes away his possession, you are trying to defeat us by displaying some mystic power, although you know that we are the masters of all such mystic powers.
Indra is telling that, oh fool, you, like an actor, want to defeat us who are masters of mystic powers by displaying your power. An actor sometimes binds the eyes of a child and takes away his possessions. So, like Natavat, because I was fighting fairly and you took on to illusory means like a trick, like a trickery. So what is this? Like a drama player? And you want to kill us? You want to create a put us in illusion and create kill us? Something like that. Indra begins speaking. The actor conquering a child by binding his eyes takes away his money. Similarly, you desire to conquer us by creating illusions, by harming us through that illusory tricks. You want to kill us and defeat us and take away our kingdom. Is that your wish? So, like that, Indra is rebuking Bali. आरुरुक्षन्ति मायाभिर्
आरुरुक्षन्ति मायाभिः
पुस्तिस्पृशन्ति ये दिवम्
उत्सितसृप्सन्ति ये दिवम्
तान् दस्युन्विदुनोम्यज्ञान्
तान्दस्युन्विदुनोम्यज्ञा
पूर्वस्माच्चापदाददा
पूर्वस्माच्च पदात्. Those fools and rascals who want to ascend to the upper planetary system by mystic power or mechanical means, or who endeavor to cross even the upper planets and achieve the spiritual world or liberation, I cause to be sent to the lowest region of the universe.
I send ignorant thieves who want to ascend to Swarga or beyond and want to control Maharloka by creating illusions to planets lower than their previous residence. It's like Indra is telling that you want to defeat us by creating like a drama, and you want to ascend to Swarga and even go beyond and rule over Maharloka, all these things by illusory tricks. But I cannot tolerate that. I will send such kind of people like you to lower than your current position. So, like that, Indra is rebuking. Those who desire to surpass even Swarga and desire to control Maharloka or higher planets, I send them to lower than their previous planet, Rasatala, Bali's residence. Bali's current residence is Rasatala, and lower than Rasatala is Narakaloka. I'll send such kind of immoral people to Narakaloka. Instead of directly telling Narakaloka, I will send them to the abode of Yama, Yamakshayam. He says that I'll send them to the position lower than their current position. Currently, the asuras are in Rasatala. The lower than Asatala is Patala, lower than Patala is Narakaloka. Basically, I'll send them to Naraka. Like that, Indra is telling. In the fifth canto, at one particular discussion, I use this verse. This translation and verse is being used in the fifth canto. That is like the discussion was about who can go to Swarga. Like there was a king in Surya Vamsha He was like one of the predecessors, uh, Trishanku. So Trishanku was one of the 10 sons of Shraddha Deva, like Ishwaku. Ishwaku's younger brother is Trishanku. So he was supposed to take care of the cows. So while taking care of the cows, one time what happened? The tiger attacked the cows because he was a Kshatriya person, the sword fight and all. He was supposed to chase the tiger away. While doing so, he was trying to attack the tiger with his sword. So instead of attacking the tiger, by mistakenly he killed a cow by cutting the neck of the cow. When the news came to Vasishta, Vasishta said, "You people, you foolish person, you can't protect one cow, you can't show off one tiger. What kind of Kshatriya are you? You don't fit to be Kshatriya. You become Shudra. You behave like a Shudra. Shudra cuts the throat of a cow. By cutting the throat of a cow, you don't deserve to be Kshatriya anymore. You become a Shudra." Something like that. So by qualitatively, quantitatively became Shudra, his whole body became turned to black and his whole body was smelling very badly. And he was like roaming here and there, etc., etc., etc. Something like that. But whatever it is, in the school is studied that one should perform pious rituals and go to Swarga. His desire is to go to Swarga is very strong, but he cannot perform corresponding rituals as a Shudra. So he approached Vasishta. He was begging forgiveness from Vasishta. This, that, whatever it is, this curse is fine, but I want to go to Swarga. Please send me to Swarga. Vasishta said, "You cannot go." And Trishanku went to the sons of Vasishta. They said, "No, no, one cannot go in this body like this." He said, "No, I just want to go to Swarga and see what it is." They said, "Cannot. So we cannot go against our father's will. Please forgive us." So he directly went to different Brahmanas, different sages. No one helped. Finally, he went to Vishwamitra. He did not say that I want to go to Swarga. He said, Vasishta told that I cannot go to Swarga. So who is Vasishta to tell that you cannot go to Swarga? I will send you to Swarga. At least here, Vishwamitra wanted to show his upper hand over Vasishta. So Vishwamitra put all his pious credits. With that, he tried to send Trishanku to Swarga. As he was coming close to Swarga, his body was using a bad smell. That bad smell spread all over the Swarga, and they were all worried. Hey, कहाँ से आ रहा है? ये bad smell कहाँ से आ रहा है? इतना this kind of smell won't be there in Swarga. Then they all informed Indra. Indra understood what is happening. So Indra was pushing him down back to earth. Indra, by his mystic potency, was sending him back. He was falling down with head downward. He was shouting at Vishwamitra, Vishwamitra, please protect me, I am fallen down, please protect me, I am fallen down. Vishwamitra again used his another mystic powers, trying to send him up. Indra again threw him down, and Vishwamitra is sending him up. So after some time, even Trishanku became afraid. Hey, my dear, please leave me, I don't want to go to any Swarga anymore. Please save me. And Vishwamitra said, no, you should go to Swarga. If Indra does not allow you to Swarga, I'll create a new Swarga for you. So Vishwamitra created an artificial Swarga that is called Trishanku Swarga. So like that. So here the point is, if somebody without proper qualification want to go to Swarga, Indra does not allow. Indra will send them to lower than their current position. But however, here the opposite party is Vishwamitra. Indra does not want to meddle with him. So Vishwamitra created a artificial heaven for Trishanku. Even it is said that even today the Trishanku Swarga can be seen in the sky. Where exactly I don't know, but it's still there. So same way here this verse Balimara. One second, one second. Similarly, here Indra says that if somebody tries to come to heaven and go beyond and exercise their control, how can I stay quiet? Of course, previously he could not do anything. Previously, Bali came and defeated him, he could not do. But now he is like kind of confident. The Lord is standing next to him only. But taking the power from Lord, he says, I cannot allow people to come to Swarga and beyond without due qualification. I'll send them to lower than the current position. Now, in the case of Bali, his position is upper. So that is the understanding. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, there is a
Ah,
similar pastime in Bhagavatam, no?
ah,
With Prishadra in the ninth
Prashadra.
canto.
Yes, yes. Prashadra also had the same problem. But
Same
Prashadra
thing
did not
happened
go
with
to
him. Yeah.
Prashadra.
Not the other part, latter part was not there. He perfected
Not
his
there.
life by accepting the
Ah,
curse.
even though Vasishtha cursed him, so you don't fit to be Kshatriya, you go. He
Yes,
said,
yes.
"And no problem. I will not waste my life." He practiced sadhana, he practiced severe vows. With that, he went back to Godhead.
Mm. Exactly
But
same thing that happened.
exactly same happened in the initial, but the response is different.
Yes,
Prashadra took
yes.
it as a positive sign, but Trishanku took it as a negative sign.
Yes, yes.
So like that.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, Prabhuji, this Trisanku, this heaven is still there, or it is? Means I just want to.
I don't know whether Trishanku is still there or not, but that artificial heaven created by Vishwamitra is still there.
Acha, still there. So who is there in this residence of the this artificial Swarga?
No, it's basic. Heaven means combination of stars.
Okay.
Somebody might be there, some Apsaras, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, some Upadevas might be there.
Okay.
So
So Vishwamitra is
exact.
not there, na? Must probably.
No,
I asked
Vishwamitra.
for
See,
because he
Vishwamitra
was
perfected his
investigating.
life now. After
Okay.
surrender to Lord Rama, he went back to Godhead. Now he is not there.
Hmm.
Vishwamitra is not there now. I don't think so. In the first
No.
canto, ninth chapter, when Bhishma Deva was speaking, in the list
Yes.
of sages, Vishwamitra's name was there. Even when Sukadeva Goswami was speaking to Parikshit Maharaj, in the list of sages, Vishwamitra's name came. I don't think so. I
This.
don't remember.
Yes, Prabhuji. And the Basist Muni name is there.
Vasishta's name is there. Vishwamitra's name is not there. So whatever Vishwamitra acquired, he surrendered everything to Lord Rama in the Balakanda.
Hmm.
Balakanda we call not because of Lord Rama is Bala.
Hmm.
Balakanda is like that, just like a small child surrenders to parents.
Hmm.
Vishwamitra, after accumulating so many Shaktis as a competitor to Vasishta, now he surrendered everything to, he offered everything to Lord Rama. After the marriage of Lord Rama with Mother Sita was over, then Vishwamitra took leave and he went back to
Okay.
Godhead. He said, "The purpose of my being present here is completed. I have united the Lord with the Lord's wife, Jagat Janani. Then my life is successful." Then he went back to Godhead, I suppose.
Okay.
That's what I heard and remember.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
The more we accumulate, the more we become proud and we become attached. The the more we surrender, whatever we have, we surrender everything to Supreme Lord. The moment we have any nothing to say that this belongs to me, then we are qualified to go back home back to Godhead. This is what Vishwamitra is trying to teach us by becoming like a child. Because small children does not have any hypocrisy. The small children are straightforward and they're simply they're what you can say. They are very simple and they're truthful and they don't have in and out difference. What is in that is out. So like that we should all become. When the day we become like that and we surrender to our eternal parents, then we are qualified to go back, come back to Godhead. That's why the first part of Ramayana is called as Balakanda, which talks about Vishwamitra surrender to Lord Rama like a Bala, like a small kid. In that way. सोऽहं दुर्मायिनस्तेद्य ते तेद्य
Soham durmayinastedya
वज्रेण शतपर्वणा
vajrena shataparvana
शिरो हरिष्ये मन्दात्मन्
shiro harishe mandatman
घटस्वा ज्ञातिभिः सह
katasva jnatibhi saha. Today with my thunderbolt, which has hundreds of sharp edges, I, the same powerful person, shall sever your head from your body. Although you can produce so much jugglery through illusion, you are endowed with a poor fund of knowledge. Now try to exist on this battlefield with your relatives and friends.
O fool! Today, with my thunderbolt, which has hundreds of sharp edges, I shall sever your head from your body, in spite of your faulty tricks. Endeavor further with your relatives. So, in that you are fighting tricky fight, but I don't. I fight straight fight. Even the straight fight, I have capacity to cut your head into pieces. Try to protect yourself, and you can take the help of your asura companions. Like that. Sangrame Vartamananam
Sangrame Vartamana
Kalachodita Karmanam
Kalachodatta Karmana
Kirtir Jayo Jayo Mrutyo
Kirtir Jayo Jayo Mrityur
Sarvesham Syur Anukramat.
Sarvesham Sriyur Anukramat. Translation. Bali Maharaj replied, all those present on this battlefield are certainly under the influence of eternal time, and according to their prescribed activities, they are d- destined to receive fame, victory, defeat, and death one after another.
So Bali Maharaj responding, Indra spoke so many things because in one sense, see, Indra is speaking because he was thoroughly defeated last time. And then they have to make truce with asuras. Afterwards, again, the asuras stole away the nectar. Both of them were like worked hard. Both of them should have been shared at least. But the asuras stole it away. No honesty. And then they were fighting. The fight was supposed to be equal fight. Again, they took shelter of the tricks. So time and again, so the Asura party is trying to take on shortcuts and go through wrong paths. And in telling that you may go on wrong paths again and again, but today I have thunderbolt in my hand, I will cut off your head. So it is like that. But on the other side, though in one sense Bali was what he was doing is also not proper. He was doing all these illusory tricks, this and all these things. When in danger, he has taken higher powers, which is not supposed to be. But he's trying to speak hi-fi philosophy. Of course, philosophy is known, but the practical application, if it is not proper, so it is not appropriate. So Balimara is saying, victory, fame, defeat, and death follow one after another for all those present. Whoever becomes victorious, they get fame. Whoever defeated, they get death. So these are like connected things. And they all come for different people at different times. So they follow one after another for all those present on the battlefield under the influence of karma instigated by time. So if your karma and time favors, you become victorious and you get fame. If your karma and time does not favor you, you will be defeated and you will die. From victory comes fame. From defeat comes death. So that's what Bali is saying. So if you just read this verse alone, it apparently appears that, as the previous verses apparently appears that Indra was attached to his position, name, fame, victory, Swarga, heavenly opulence, heavenly enjoyment, etc. And Bali Maharaj is completely indifferent. He is udasin. अभी टाइम जो बोलेगा वही होगा हमारा हाथ में कुछ है ही नहीं. Without knowing past story, it appears like that. But if you see the whole story, when fight has to happen, when his weapons are cut, he took to illusory shelter and defeated Indra. When nectar came, it was supposed to be shared with both. Stole it away. So like that. I mean, we cannot find fault with Bali also, because that is the way the Asuric mentality is. Asuric mentality is all about only me, only me, only me. Others, who cares? That is the mentality. When one is in difficulty, and they can speak I-Fi philosophy also. Like Hiranyaksha, when Hiranyaksha was killed by Lord Varaha, Hiranyakashipu was speaking I-Fi philosophy. So much more than that of Bhagavad Gita. But after the philosophy was spoken, what was the practical application? He told his soldiers, you go and destroy all the Brahmanas, you go and destroy where the Gurukulas are there, where the Veda studies of the Vedas are there, giving charities, cow protection is there, kill all the cows and all these things. So you do, I'll go perform tapasya, get power and kill Vishnu. You kill Vishnu Bhaktas, I'll kill Vishnu. That is a practical application. So this is the problem. If you directly take these shlokas, yes, very good philosophy. But unfortunately, based on the current themes, what's happening all around, so philosophy is used when one is helpless, like that appears. Tadidam kala rashanam
Tadidam kalarashanam
jagat pashyanti surayaha
jagat pashyanti suraya
narusyanti na sochanti
marushyanti na shotanti
tatra yuyam apandita.
tatra yuyama pandita. Seeing the moments of time, those who are cognizant of the real truth neither rejoice nor lament for different circumstances. Therefore, because you are jubilant due to your victory, you should be considered not very learned.
Previously, Indra said Ajna, oh foolish. In order to counter that, now Bali is using kind of again counter arguments. The sages understand that the universe is bound by time and do not rejoice or lament. You devatas are ignorant of such things. So he's talking about the philosophy of the great sages, rishis. Rishis are neither joyous upon victory nor lament upon defeat, because they know the universe is temporary. The victory and defeat are also temporary. But you devatas do not know. You are ignorant of that such kind of philosophy, like that is silly. Seeing the universe bound by time, one does not rejoice or lament. Navayam manyamananam
न वयं मन्यमानानाम्
atmanam tatra sadhanam
आत्मानं तत्र साधनं
giro va sadhu sochanam
गिरो वा साधुशोच्यानां
gruhnimo marmatadana.
गृणिमो मर्मताडनः. You demigods think that your own selves are the cause of your attaining fame and victory. Because of your ignorance, saintly persons feel sorry for you. Therefore, although your words afflict the heart, we do not accept them.
We do not accept these words which afflict the heart, since they are spoken by persons who are condemned by virtuous, who think that they are the cause of their attaining fame and victory. So, what Balimara is saying that, oh Indra, you think that you are the cause of your victory and you are the cause of your defeat because of pride and ignorance only. Just as you, though living, are condemned by the virtuous, we, though dead, will not be criticized. When Indra said that, today I am cutting off your neck and kill you with my 1,000 sharp razor edges, the thunderbolt with 1,000 sharp razor edges. So, yeah, now your upper hand is there, time is favoring you, you may kill. But the great sages and we do not You do not express joy upon victory and express moroseness upon defeat. If you want to kill me, kill. I am not worried at all. Something like that. Bali was telling. So, of course, see, in one sense, the words spoken by Bali are very good. But what about the activities which were done till now? The activities which were done till now and the words spoken now, both does not go hand in hand. It's one in one sense like a helpless person speaks all kind of philosophy, something like that. We can take. Of course, Ali Maharaj is well equipped with this philosophy. But however, since he is born in Asura community, he is also associating with Asuras. Right usage of philosophy at right time that may not be known to Bali as of now. So like that we should take. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Sri Shukavacha
iti akshipya vibhum viro
iti akshipyam vibhum viro
narachair viramardana
narachera viramardana
akarna purnairahanad
akarnaya purnera ahanat
aksheper ahatam punaha.
akshiper ahatam punaha. Translation. Sukdev Goswami said, after thus rebuking Indra, king of heaven, with sharp words, Bali Maharaj, who could subdue any other hero, drew back to his ear the arrows known as Narachak and attacked Indra with these arrows. Then he again chastised Indra with strong words.
So speaking all such words, Bali Maharaj took up his bow and released some iron arrows against Bali. Sorry, against Indra. So Bali was speaking and also simultaneously shooting also. Evam nirakruto deva
एवं निराकृतो देवो
vairina tatyavadina
वैरिणा तथ्यवादिना
namrushya tad adhikshepam
नामृषत्तदधिक्षेपम्
tatra hato iva dvipa.
स्तोत्राहत इव द्विपा. Since Maharaj Bali's rebukes were truthful, King Indra did not at all become sorry. Just as an elephant bitten by its driver's rod does not become agitated.
Defeated by the truthful words of the enemy, Indra, like an elephant struck with a rod, did not mind the chastisement. So, in one sense, the words were completely true. Whatever Bali Maharaj spoke, that the ultimately time is under control by the will of the time. Sometimes one becomes victorious, others become defeated. The great minded personalities does not rejoice upon victory and lament upon defeat. The words are perfect, apt. So Indra listening to those words, yes, he accepted. Because Indra went through such emotions. When he was defeated, he was morose. When he got the nectar, he became elated. Yes, yes. Though Indra is a wonderful devata, king of all the devatas, but still he is emotional. So when his emotions were remembered, he accepted. Yes, that is true. What you said is true. I accept. I do accept. I have limitations, and he became kind of defeated by those words. So, but that even though words were good, words were true, but the speaker was not up to that mark. So Indra did not mind. Yes, I respect your words, but not you. So Indra did not mind. Matlab, if it was someone who is superior, he could have surrendered completely. Because it was Bali, Samne wala Bali, jo he spoke nicely, but he himself did not set a right example. So Bali did not, of course, Bali accepted it, but did not surrender completely. He also saw the person who is that. Then whatever he is supposed to do for that person is going to do it. Praharat kulisham tasma
Praharat kulisham tasma
amogam paramardana
amogham paramardanaha
sayano nepatad bhumao
sayano nyapatad bhumau chinna paksha ivachalaha. When Indra, the defeater of enemies, released his infallible thunderbolt, scepter at Bali Maharaj with a desire to kill him, Bali Maharaj indeed fell to the ground with his airplane like a mountain with its wings cut off.
So when Bali threw iron shafted arrows, Indra cut off those arrows and released the thunderbolt. As a result of the attack of the thunderbolt, Bali Maharaja fell to the ground with his vehicle broken into pieces. So when it is said that Bali Maharaja fell to the ground means, in one sense, Bali Maharaja fell to the ground dead. Bali Maharaja is dead. And his chariot also broken to pieces. When everyone saw that Bali dead, other asuras attacked Indra. When Jambasura, the friend of Bali, saw that he had fallen, he appeared before Indra, acting in friendship for an injured friend. So maybe, so seems that Bali is not dead, but he fell down weaponless and he fell down injured. Immediately Jambasura came to rescue Bali Maharaj on the side of the injured Bali. The greatly powerful Jambasura, carried by a lion, approaching Indra and taking up his club, forcefully struck Indra on the collarbone and struck his elephant Airavata as well. In pain of being struck by the club, Indra's elephant began perturbed. It fell on its knees to the ground and became completely unconscious. After Matali, Indra's driver brought a chariot which was drawn by 1000 horses. Indra then left his elephant and got onto the chariot. Till now, he was fighting on the back of elephant. Now, elephant became attacked or hit by the mace of Jambasura. So it cannot walk anymore. So Indra said, okay, elephant, you take rest aside. I'll ride on the chariot. So Matali brought the chariot and Indra boarded. The same chariot which Indra offered to Lord Rama. Matali was driving the chariot, Lord Rama boarded and fought with Ravanasura and killed him. Same chariot. Though appreciating the action of the driver, the best of the demons, Jambasura, with a smile struck Matali in the battle with a trident of blazing fire. Because Matali immediately quickly brought the chariot and Indra jumped onto the chariot. So Jambasura appreciated Matali. Oh, you brought chariot to protect your master. I'll kill you now. Although the pain was extremely severe, Matali tolerated it with great patience. Indra, however, angry at Jambasura, severed his head from his body with his thunderbolt. So when Jambasura threw an arrow at Matali, Matali was hit by that arrow, but still it tolerated. So Indra became angry. Hey, how dare you to kill my Aratir? So he took the thunderbolt and cut off the neck of Jambasura. Jambasura was dead. When Narada informed Jambasura's relatives that Jambasura had been killed, the demons named Namuchi, Bala, and Paka arrived on the battlefield in great haste. The other demons were at far distance. Narada Muni informed them, hey, Indra killed Jambasura. That latest news, the news transmitter is Narada Muni. So all the other soldiers of the demonic family, they came to attack Indra, Namuchi, Bala, and Paka. Rebuking Indra with harsh words that were piercing to the heart, these demons showered him with arrows, just as clouds shower torrents of rain upon a mountain. And three of them attacked Indra simultaneously, throwing so many arrows. Dexterous Bala afflicted Indra's 1,000 horses by simultaneously piercing them all with an equal number of arrows on the battlefield. So Bala, the demon, he threw so thousands of arrows, and all the horses were pierced by those arrows. But horses were still strong. Hariyeshwasya means of Indra, it means he who possesses yellowish horses. Amarakosha says that Hari can mean yellowish. So then Paka afflicted the chariot with all its paraphernalia and the chariot driver Matali by releasing 100 arrows fixed to his bow against the chariot and its driver simultaneously. This was an amazing feat on the battlefield. While Bala attacked the 1,000 horses, Paka attacked the chariot, so to make Indra chariotless. So in that way, he attacked the chariot with hundreds of arrows and the driver with hundreds of arrows simultaneously, both chariot as well as the charioteer. Then Namuchi, the third demon, attacking Indra with 15 very powerful gold feathered arrows, just as a cloud pours water, shouted thunderously on the battlefield. So, even in reading Mahabharata and Bhagavatam, we hear sometimes that there are gold feathered arrows. So, why gold they were using for arrows? So wealthy. The reason is, so the arrow has to go from one place to other place without losing inertia, without losing velocity. The gold feathered arrow, the weight is more on the backside. So it gains inertia and it goes until it reaches the target because of the inertia. Otherwise, if it is lightweight, if the arrow is lightweight, it may topple down here and there, it may turn to left, right, up and down, etc. But on the backside is heavy, there is very less chance of it shaking here and there, going here and there. It directly goes to the target because the gold density is more. So it is more heavier than any other metal, more heavier than any other stone or anything. So it will not stop anywhere until it reaches the target. That's why the arrows also have golden feather on the backside. Because the heavy weight on the backside, it does not go out of balance. It directly goes to the target. That's the reason. Other demons also covered Indra along with his chariot and chariot driver with a mass of arrows, just as clouds cover the sun in the rainy season. Just like in the rainy season, the entire sky is filled with clouds, black clouds. Similarly, Indra was covered by so many demons. The devatas and their followers, not seeing Indra, became disturbed. Without their leader, they were defeated by the strength of the enemies like merchants in broken ship at sea. When the other devatas could not see Indra, they were worried. Hey, kya ho gaya Indra? If Indra without Indra, how can we fight? Something like that. Thereafter, Indra, along with his horses, chariot, and driver, emerged from the cage of arrows and lit up the directions, the sky, and the earth with his brilliance, just as the sun lights up the sky at the end of the night. Even though his entire personality is covered by thousands of arrows, because Bala shooted arrows at horses, and one more demon, what was his name? Paka afflicted Indra's chariot as well as charioteer, and Namuchi attacked Indra. Other demons also attacked Indra, but Indra came out successfully, destroying all the arrows sent by all these asuras. When Indra, carrier of the thunderbolt, saw his soldiers oppressed by the enemies on the battlefield, he took up his thunderbolt to kill the enemy. O king, Indra is using his thunderbolt to cut off Indra using the thunderbolt, cut off the heads of Bala and Paka, while their relatives watched and created fear. While all the asuras watched, all the devatas and asuras watched, Indra took his thunderbolt. First of all, cut off the necks of Bala and Paka, and Namuchi is remaining. O king, when Namuchi, another demon, saw the killing of both Bala and Paka, filled with lamentation and intolerable anger, he made a great attempt to kill Indra. So Namuchi raised his weapons to kill Indra. Angry and roaring like a lion, the demon Namuchi, taking up a steel spear, which was bound with bells and decorated with ornaments of gold, rushed forward, roaring loudly like a lion. Now you are killed. He threw the spear. So Namuchi took a spear and was throwing at Indra, saying that, "Oh Indra, you are killed." But when Indra, the king of heaven, saw this fast approaching spear falling from the vault of the sky, he immediately cut it into thousands of pieces with his arrows. Then, being angry, he struck Namuchi's shoulders with his thunderbolt in order to cut off his head. Just like Indra cut Bala and Paka with his thunderbolt, he wanted to cut Namuchi also, but he cannot. There's some problem. That powerful thunderbolt, which pierced even the most powerful Vitrasura, released with a force by Indra, did not pierce the skin of Namuchi. That was most astonishing. What could kill most powerful Rudrasura could not pierce Namuchi's skin. So Indra was trying to cut off the neck of Namuchi, but it does not even create a scratch on the neck of Namuchi. When Indra saw the thunderbolt was repelled, he became afraid. Had this happened by some supernatural force or bewildering to bewilder the people? Is it some maya or some trick created by Namuchi? Like that Indra was thinking. Formerly, with the same thunderbolt, I cut off the wings of the mountains. When mountains had wings, the mountains would fall on the ground with their weight to kill the people. Previously, I used the same thunderbolt to kill the wings of the mountains. This verse is this verse is connected to the words that thunderbolt in 36. By the thunderbolt, I cut off the wings of mountains which were embellished with wings, and mountains would fall onto the ground with their weight to kill people. Previously, mountains used to have wings, they would travel here and there. So they would land to trouble the rishis. The rishis complained Indra. Indra cut off all the wings of all the mountains except one mountain, that is Mainaka. Somehow that Mainaka mountain escaped from the vision of Indra and hid itself in the ocean. And who helped Hanumanji when Hanumanji was jumping across to Lanka? So like that. By this thunderbolt, I killed Vritrasura, powerful with the austerity of Tashta, and I killed others as well, who were powerful and whose skin could not be injured by any other weapon. That same thunderbolt which I released at this insignificant demon has been nullified. Being strong as a Brahmastra, I will not hold this useless stick any longer. So Indra was feeling disgust. Hey, what is this? This thunderbolt is not less than Brahmastra. It is not doing anything. It became weak or powerless. Now why do I need a powerless weapon? Like that he was thinking. An unembodied voice then spoke to lamenting Indra. This demon Namuchi is not to be annihilated by anything dry or moist. Then Akashavani spoke, "Oh Indra, don't think like that, don't speak like that. This Namuchi has a blessing that he should not be killed by dry weapon or liquid weapon." So then how can be killed? He can be killed only with a weapon which is neither dry nor liquid. Just like in our body, there are some parts which are neither living nor dead, like the nails and hair. These are neither dead nor living because they are still connected to the body, they are living. But the outer part of the nails and outer part of the hairs are even when you cut, we don't feel any pain also. So they are dead. So like that. Oh Indra, because I have given this demon the benediction that he will never be killed by any weapon that is dry or moist, you have to think of another way to kill him. After hearing the ominous voice, Indra with great attention began to meditate on how to kill the demon. He then saw that foam would be the means, for it is neither moist nor dry. Foam, When you milk a cow, we get the milk. On top of the milk, there is a lot of foam. The foam is neither completely dry nor liquid. If you take the foam, you don't get any milk from that. So it is neither liquid nor dry. So Indra understood. I had to kill him with a foam. Thus Indra, the king of heaven, severed Namuchi's head with a weapon of foam, which was neither dry nor moist. Then all the sages satisfied Indra, the exalted personality, by covering him with garlands. All the great sages and rishis glorified Indra. Vishwavasu and Paravasu, the two chiefs of the Gandharvas, sang. The kettle drums of the devatas sounded, and the apsaras danced in jubilation. Everyone was celebrating Indra's victory. Vayu, Agni, Varuna, and other devatas also began killing the demons who opposed them, just as lions kill deer. So, like Bali fell down unconscious, Jamba was killed, Bala, Paka, and Namuchi were also killed. Other asuras are also killed. Other devatas became confident. Yes, the leaders are killed. Others are all good for nothing, and then we can destroy the asura community completely. That's how the devatas were attacking the asuras. O king, sent by Brahma, Narada, and seeing the destruction of the demons, stopped the devatas from doing so. Immediately, Brahma sent Narada, hey, dekho, ye devatas are overkilling and stop them. They are going to exterminate the asuras. Then Narada immediately came to Indra and all the devatas. He said, protected by the arms of Narayana, you have obtained the nectar and are prospering the wealth. Therefore, please stop fighting. So, my dear devatas, don't worry. Jo hua ho gaya. But by the support of the Lord, you already obtained nectar, you became powerful, and you already defeated the asuras. You can stop here. You don't have to kill them completely. So, last verse. Accepting the words of Narada, the devatas gave up their anger and stopped fighting. Being praised by their followers, they returned to Swarga. Okay. So, Narada told, and Devata stopped. And then leaving the asuras there in the battlefield, Devatas returned to Swarga and everyone glorified their victory. Then what happened to asuras? Following the order of Narada, the demons who remained on the battlefield took defeated Bali to Astagiri, Sunset Mountain. So in the west, where Shukracharya was saying, the remaining asuras took the dead asuras and injured asuras, all of them to Shukracharya. There, Shukracharya brought to life all the demons who had not lost their heads and limbs by his knowledge of rejuvenation. Samjivanya Swavidya. Bali, treated by Shukracharya, regained his senses and memory, but did not lament his defeat, since he understood the nature of the world. So, Shukracharya rejuvenated Bali and also many other asuras. So, but however, somehow, because he was born in the lineage of Prahlad Maharaj, that in his blood, that good conduct is still there. That's why, even though externally in the company of asuras, he was behaving till now as a asura, like other asuras, but internally he has some good sense of this thing. That's why he could speak such wonderful philosophy. And also now, even though he was defeated thoroughly, he was not in the mood of what you can say, in the mode of revenge at this point of time. He said, what can be done? Just like previously time favored us, now the time is favoring the asuras. Time is favoring the devatas. So we just have to accept. So Indra was grateful, Indra, not Indra, this Bali was grateful to Shukracharya and engaged in serving Shukracharya. So this is the story as of now. What happens and all will be explained in the later part. Afterwards, what happened to Bali and all will be explained from 15th chapter onwards. So this is how the Samudra Manthan episode in one sense completed. The 12th chapter is about Lord Shiva was part of the entire Samudra Manthan, but he did not have darshan of Mohini Murti. He saw the before, he saw Sahasrabahu, he saw Ajuta, but he did not saw Mohini Murti. So the Mohini episode will be there in the 12th chapter. So that we will discuss next class. I'm sorry I've taken a little more time. Thought of completing this chapter so that the section will be over. So thank you very much. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय.
Hare Krishna, Prabhupada.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Dandatnam. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.